disgusting, fam. Diabolical. I can't think of any other adjectives. I'm so sick of the shenanigans at this point. She's doing it on purpose. She has got to be doing this on purpose. I am convinced that Coach Tanisha Wright is throwing games purposefully and sabotaging the season. I have seen enough. There is no reason why the Atlanta Dream are on an 8-game losing streak. There is absolutely no reason for it. And I'm sick of it, and I'm calling it out. And I promise you, I'm exposing Coach Wright this time. This time I have got diabolical evidence to show that she is purposefully throwing games. You do not lose to Minnesota, of all teams. It is inconceivable what she's doing, and I'm exposing it over the next 10 minutes of this video, and you're going to sit there and watch me do it. Tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You have Ryan Howard back in the lineup. Now, she doesn't start because she's been out for like a friggin' month. And that is understandable. I completely, like I'm with the motion, I understand it. But this has gone on too long. And I'm already at the point to where I can't even make a video for every game at this point because I'm so disgusted and irate after each performance. I would literally just be on here slandering her after every game, and I don't feel like that's constructive, and that doesn't fit the local W spirit. So I've been trying to control myself, but I can't do it any longer. You have Ryan Howard back in the game. The second she checks in, she not only grabs a rebound immediately, but then she immediately cashes a little jumper in the mid-range. There is absolutely no reason why you have Courtney Williams as a starting point guard for Minnesota, and the Dream are not targeting her from the word go. But again, that is for if you have a coach who has a working brain and is willing and able to attack the mismatch and think of some type of strategy to do so. I am convinced that Tanisha Wright is ChatGPT, whatever that AI thing is called, because she's not a real person. She is a stand-in hologram. She is a stand-in projector, if you will. It is smoke and mirrors that she is an actual human being, because no one is this challenged when it comes to trying to coach a team. They should have attacked her every single play. And she still has Haley Jones out there. Now, again, if we're talking last year, then by all means, get your stuff off. Let the kids play, do the shenanigans, but we are in win now mode, and I don't know how many more times Haley Jones has to mess up before we all collectively say, gaga, maybe it's time for her to be seated. I'm telling you, she's making Aerie look like Drew Holiday, and I just can't take it anymore. But it doesn't just stop there. You have Tina Charles starting. She's unguardable. We're aware of it. She's a former MVP. We're aware of it. She's doing the best she can on defense. We're aware of it. She got them paper mache 50-year in the league kneecaps. I understand it. We're aware of it. But the fact that she just gets mysteriously benched so Cheyenne Parker can go out there and just go on a little scoring free-for-all that she only gets because of the gravity of Ryan Howard. She's been trashed this last month, but she only has a pulse because of the gravity of Ryan Howard, the definition of what an MVP is, someone who is this vital to the success of a team, but that's not a here nor there. She's going to let her go out there and just bum it up how she normally does, but is willing and able and is enabling this type of behavior. She is able test fading this type of behavior to where she just let Cheyenne go out there. Cheyenne, I'm convinced that it's so much deeper. It's so much deeper than she doesn't want to play defense. I don't think she can, because every time she attempts to play defense, she's hitting someone over the back of the head. She's committing some egregious moving screen that we waste a challenge on. I can't take it anymore. It's too much. So when we are somehow magically up a couple points going into the fourth quarter strictly because of the greatness of Ryan Howard and the fact that she is running a team the best way she possibly can, because when you don't have a coach who's offering any help, you are strictly relying on the pure talent of the roster to get you over the hump. So we're not hoping that it's a situation that maybe our game plan is better, or maybe we prepared more for the challenge or whatever, maybe we watched the right amount of film. We are sitting there hoping that the players are good enough to outplay the other team. That's not professional basketball. That's not organized basketball. So even when we have the lead, we still lose the game. Now, I can go over every questionable rotation. I can go over every tired ISO play that Coach Wright just drills into the earth. We could do this for days and days. We can analyze the fact that Haley Jones somehow managed to foul out of the game. We can talk about how Tina Charles was notably missing from the end of the game for some reason. Like, we can have so many different amounts of dialogue. The fact that Maya Caldwell is a bucket and a half and plays defense, so literal 3-and-D, actually more than 3-and-D. She is a complete player. Does everything but handle the ball, and by handle I mean playmaking, does everything but playmaking, but is benched repeatedly for Haley Jones. I don't understand it. We could talk about the little bit of the third quarter, basically the end of the third quarter, where Ryan Howard was running point and everything was just perfectly fine. We can talk about how Destiny Henderson every single game is making strides and feeling more comfortable because she's a system player. And what I mean by she's a system player, I'm not saying she needs to be in a system for her to contribute offensively. Like, I'm not saying she's like a Celtics Isaiah Thomas. I'm simply saying from the standpoint of she needs to be running a system. She is a pure point guard. And if there is no system to run, you will notice that all of a sudden a player starts to struggle. That's why we no longer have a Crystal Dangerfield. That's why we no longer have the Robinson lady from last year. Because when you acquire pure point guards that their main focus is not go get a bucket off the dribble, you have to have a system for them to run. Otherwise, what are they going to do? You can't just have her standing in the corner. You can't have her bring the ball up the court, pass the ball over to whoever has the highest 2K rating, and then tell her to go stand in the corner. She has to be running it because that's the type of guard she is. Why would you acquire someone who plays like that if you're not going to give her plays to run? But I could go on and on and on and on and on and on. The main thing you need to take away from this video is the fact that the Atlanta Dream have lost 8 consecutive games in a row. And while the others are not understandable, but you take it and run. The fact that we lost to Minnesota, who has been free-falling down the standings, and the second that the Atlanta Dream come to town, all of a sudden people start getting a pulse. That lady with the Wiz Khalifa afro, who's got like half blonde, half black hair. Let me tell y'all something. I am aware of how trash she has been this season. There is no reason why she starts to unlock her offensive game when it's against us. We're at the Olympic break / All-Star break. We will not see the Atlanta Dream play again for about a month. There is no reason why Coach Wright should still be coaching this team. If you don't want to get rid of Haley Jones because you know Jordan Canada's coming back, I think it's a terrible decision, but it is what it is. If you don't want to get rid of Cheyenne Parker because branding, a terrible idea, but I get it. But at least get rid of Coach Wright, please. We cannot waste this season. This is the perfect opportunity to catch people slipping. There is no clear favorite in any any conference or division or whatever. This is the one chance we have. Please do not mess this opportunity up, because now that Ryan's back, y'all are running out of things to say of, oh, it's not Coach Wright's fault because so-and-so's hurt, because so-and-so's hurt. Because the only people that did not play today is Jordan, Canada, and LA. And LA is in Paris. I know that sentence sounds insane for people who don't know who I'm talking about, but I'm aware that Amir is in Paris right now. I got you. But Jordan, Canada alone cannot be the only thing that we're waiting on. And again, LA doesn't even play, so we can't even factor her into the equation. You are running out of excuses to make for Coach Wright. Oh, they're injured. Oh, they're injured. They're all back. Ariel Powers played. Ryan Howard played. You are running out of excuses. And I'm tired of it. She has to be gone. And if you want me to take it a step further, I'm going to take it a step further. You should genuinely get rid of Haley Jones. Keep Maya Caldwell. You should get rid of Cheyenne Parker. Keep Henny. You already have Nas and Nia Coffey. And if you constitute that as small ball, if something happens to Tina, or even if you say having Tina on the team is considered small ball, then so be it. Because I would rather have centers on the shorter end of the 6-foot spectrum than have to sit through another game of Cheyenne Parker blatantly not caring about defense. I cannot take another second of this shenanigans. Fix it now. I swear to God, fix it now.